Lucha Ranger here in his financial mode. What we're going to talk about today is how real estate builds wealth. Oh, dang. That's an absolute great subject, great concept. Real estate builds wealth. Well, you're buying property, and there's a statistic that states that there have been more millionaires made from real estate than any other way in the world. Real estate is the way to go. But how do you get to buy real estate? How do you figure, oh, you see something for $300,000 or $250,000? What is it really about? Well, the thing is, if you play your cards right and you know what you're doing, you build credit. That is the key to getting you started. And I mean build credit when you're young. I mean build credit when you're in high school. And what happens is you take and build your credit, and then all of a sudden, let's say you're going to college. Let's say, you're going to college, you're doing your thing, and the world sucks right now. I mean, AI is taking all the jobs. But one thing AI can't take away from is the ability to buy real estate, because as long as there's land, everybody needs real estate. Everybody can buy. So what you do is you can find a mortgage broker. And what I mean, you find a mortgage broker to help you. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you can go a little bit of the shadier way to build wealth. And what I mean is there's what's called foreclosed properties. But everybody knows when the foreclosed property happens, then they do bidding on it. They'll have an auction and everybody comes. But what would happen if you knew somebody in the foreclosure area that would let you know about what those properties before they actually get to be foreclosed on? Do you know there's a way, if you have cash and the credit built up, that you can do that? And the Lucha Ranger and MYB has a system that can do that. But I'm not going to expose it right now. But what it means by building wealth, the more real estate that you buy, the more money you have. You can use money on top of money on top of money. So you buy your first property, you rent your property out. Use that money to pay your mortgage. And then you build your credit because you're making your payment mortgages. And let's say you have a credit line of a couple $100,000. You can go out and buy your first house. Let's say you want to buy a house for $200,000. You go out, use your credit, put $25,000 down. That'll get you a good mortgage rate because you're putting such a hefty down payment. And then you start paying your mortgage. Well, if you want to rent it out, go ahead. If you want to live in it, hey, great. You're going to pay lower than you would if you rented. So the fact of the matter is you build upon, because property values go down, property values go up based on the popularity and demand. And as the world continues to grow, there's more demand for property. Right now, it's more expensive to build something than it is to just buy it. So in other words, you buy a 5-acre piece of land and you put a house on that land with the costs of all the plumbing and building, it's going to be about $150,000 just to build you a nice, decent home on a piece of land. So a lot of people are deciding, let's just buy something that's already built. Makes sense. But the thing is, when you buy, always make sure that you check your electrical, your plumbing, and anything. That plumbing is important, because if that plumbing is about to go out, that's tens of thousands of dollars to hire a plumber and fix it. So in short, what I'm saying is real estate is the best way to make a lot of money on small investment, and you can do it if you know how. And MYB will teach you how. So keep going. There's going to be a ton of videos following. Lucha Ranger said he loves you. Invest smartly. Mind your business.